of Isaiah, chapter 1, verse 3. And the ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel do it not know.
Israel what?
Do it not know.
Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, what's your homeland? You think your homeland is Mexico. You think your homeland is Africa. You think your homeland is the United States.
Right.
You think your homeland is the places you were bought during slavery. You think that's your identity. You think you're African American or Puerto Rican or Haitian or Colombian.
Right.
You identify with the names your slave master gave you. But who does it say they don't know? Read, but who?
But Israel.
But Mexicans.
But Israel.
But African Americans.
But Israel.
But Native Indians.
But Israel.
The Bible calls you the nation of Israel.
That's right.
Your slave master calls you African American.
Right.
Your slave master calls you Mexican.
Right.
Your slave master calls you a Native Indian, a Puerto Rican. That's what he calls you. You know what Puerto Rican means? It means rich port. That's what it means. You're not a rich port. You are Yasha Allah. You are sons of God. But you don't know that.
Right.
And the Lord is letting you know that even dumb animals know who they are and where they're from. But the most intelligent people on this earth don't know who they are or where they're from.
Right.
Because you have been listening to liars. You can't get facts from liars. You can't get real information from your enemies.
Right.
Your enemies will never give you anything that's good for you.
Right.
He will only give you the things that's good for him. Keep reading.
But Israel do it not know. My people,
All people,
my people,
some people,
my people.
Israel, you are God's people.
Right.
And just guess what he said. Israel what?
Israel do it not know. My people do it not consider.
You don't even consider who you are. You don't even consider where you come from. You don't consider why they had to lie to us to tell us that we were civilized through slavery. You don't even consider why we the only ones that don't know our history.
Right.
You talk to a white man, well, my grandfather was German, my great-great-grandfather from Russia, my great-great-great-grandfather was from Australia. They can go back to the beginning of their nation.
Right.
And tell you who their family is. You don't even know your daddy.
Right.
And we don't even consider why. Why are we the only ones that live in the condition that we live in?
Right.
Why are we the only ones that are lost, that don't know who we are? The Lord has it in the Bible, but you don't even consider it. You don't read the Bible. You listen to your pimp pastor, your money-grubbing thief that takes all the money out of your pocket, all the resources from poor people.
Right.
That's who you listen to, and that's why we destroy it, man. It's time for us to turn back to God and turn from religion, because religion is what destroyed us. Religion is what's dividing us. It's separating us from the Baptist church to the Catholic church to the Presbyterian to Jehovah's Witness. We all divided in these different belief systems.
Right.
When the Lord never gave us a religion, he gave us a culture. He gave us an identity. And that's why they took it from us. Why did they take it from no one else? Why is it that Africans, they can tell you what tribe they're from? They can say, I'm Nigerian, I'm Swahili, I'm from the Ashanti tribe, but you don't know. If Africans are your people, where was the canoe that came over here to fight for you? Huh? When were they gonna come over here and stand up for you? You know why they don't come over here and fight for you? Because you are not their people. When they say black people sold black people into slavery, that is true, because the Africans sold the Jews. Give me that book, Babylon and Timbuktu. Let me show you something. Now I'm finna give you some history on it. I'm gonna tell you why you don't know who you are. I'm gonna tell you why you don't know and why you don't even consider it. Is that it? You know what I'm looking for? Yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna show you why you don't even consider who you are, because you don't even know your history on how you got here. You don't know how you got in the predicament to be so lost. The blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, that's it right there. Read that.
In the year 65 BC, the Roman armies under General Pompey
captured Jerusalem.
During the fall of Jerusalem in 70 AD, General Pompey and Titus came into our land, and we ran down into Africa to hide from the Romans. Read.
In 70 AD, General Vespasian and his son Titus put an end to the Jewish state with a great slaughter.
With a great what?
With a great slaughter.
Keep going.
During the period of the military governors of Palestine, many outrages and atrocities were committed against the residue of the people during the period from Pompey to Julius. It has been estimated that over 1 million Jews...
That over what?
1 million Jews...
That over 1 million Jews did what?
Fled into Africa, fleeing from Roman persecution and slavery. The slave markets were full of black Jewish slaves.
The slave market was full of what?
Black Jewish slaves.
No, African Americans.
Black Jewish slaves.
Africans sold the Jews into slavery.
Right.
That's why they said blacks sold blacks into slavery. That's why you don't know your identity. You don't know who you are because they've been telling you that you sold you into slavery, which is a lie. Another nation that hates you put you on a boat and shipped you across the earth. And now you are lost. And now, read that part again.
But Israel do it not know. My people do it not consider.
You don't even consider why you don't know your identity. Because of your religion. Your religion makes you so comfortable, it makes you feel like you do know who you are. I'm a Christian. I'm Baptist. I'm Catholic. That's what you identify as. Right. You're the only nation of people that identify with your religion. When the Lord said you are the greatest people that he ever made. That's right. He made you above all people on this earth. Right. And you want to reduce yourself to a religion? That's why we divided. You want to know why we don't mind selling drugs to each other? Because if we pick a belief system that God forgives us no matter what we do, then it doesn't matter if I sell poison to my brother. It doesn't matter if I kill my brothers and sisters. But when we are family, when you are my brother and you are my sister, then everything that happens between us matters. It matters when our babies are sleeping in cages. It matters when we've been separated from our family and our culture and our inheritance. Right. Everything matters. But because we have been slaves in this place, nothing matters but white people. Right. Did you know that right now in Texas A&M is allowing the Ukrainians to come and get a free education at Texas A&M? Did you hear what I said? They don't have to pay no tuition at Texas A&M. Now, we are taxpaying citizens. And I've never heard not even a white man from the United States be able to go to college for free. But you trying to tell me a Ukrainian can? Let me tell you something, man. This place is full of hypocrisy and lies. And it's time for blacks and Hispanics to stop listening to it. It's time for us to love each other and separate from this place, man. We got our own colleges, we got HBCUs, and we are so worried about joining everybody else, loving everybody else, everyone else accepting us. We don't need them to accept us. We only need each other's love. What you mean? What we gotta worry about everybody else for? Chinese people don't come over here voting. Right. They don't come over here joining hands with all nations. They make a Chinatown in every major city and state. And they are prosperous. They are wealthy. And they don't have to vote to do it. Why do we have to vote? Why do we have to join hands with everybody else to get our head above water? That's because your pastor and your religious leaders lied to you so that you can try to live the American dream, which is really the American nightmare. That's really what it is. So what we come out here to do, we come out here to make you consider these things. We're not trying to make you believe what we say. We're trying to make you say, I never even considered that. I never even thought about it. Once you start to think about it, you will start to change. Because the Bible said, be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Right. You have to change your thoughts to change. Right. The only way you'll become someone different is if you make your decision in your mind to say, I want to change. But you need the truth to be set free from the lies. Right. The lies is what's keeping you in bondage, but the truth is going to set you free. Right. And that's what we came out here to give you, the truth, the facts of the matter. And the fact of the matter is, our oppressor has stolen our identity, stolen our land, our culture, our language, and it's time for us to take it back. Right. It's time for us to stop trying to be black and Hispanic and start being the tribe of Judah and the tribe of Isupk, the tribe of Ephraim, the tribe of Manasseh. That's what you need to know, because you are royalty. That's right. The Lord made you to rule the earth, not to sweep the floors. Right. He didn't make you to clean toilets. Right. He made you to have authority over everybody on this earth. Right. And we just been dumbed down to being servants in this place. Right. And everybody that's above you know who you are. Right. These other nations know who they got under them. The biggest secret is to make sure you never consider it. That's right. You never look into why you are going through what you're going through. But your brothers, we come out here to let you know. El hombre blanco es el diablo de la Santa Biblia.
Shalom, Israel. It's that time again. The week of Passover is packed with exciting events, hosted by the Isupk and Commanding General Yohanan. On Tuesday, a deep-sea fishing trip with the generals. Arrival and boarding time at 7:30 a.m. The boat leaves at 8 a.m. sharp. Then on Wednesday, April 13th, join us for the annual lamb slaughter from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m., making sure the children of Israel have fresh lamb for the Passover. Then, after that, the Isupk is having a fish fry from 4 p.m. until, which will lead to the scripture breakdown class with General Muhammad. Then, on Thursday morning, Hebrew Academy participants will see if they have what it takes to endure the Hebrew Academy trials. Commanding General Yohanan has something special lined up for the children with a children's party from 10:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Come join Commanding General Yohanan on Cocoa Beach as we renew our oath unto the Lord.
Because he's supposed to understand the power of the Most High that would destroy him and will destroy him. Real soon. Read. That assuredly, knowing unto what oaths they had given credence, they might afterward be of good cheer. You hear that? They was of good cheer, gave an oath with the Lord as one, and became of good cheer while tens of thousands of Egyptians died. I know y'all don't like to talk about this, but you better put this war spirit back in you, Israel. You better get that spirit back in you, man. You better get that spirit of warfare back in you, because the Lord will put blood on the streets of America and around this world, brother.
Followed by a hotel ballroom, all black and Hebrew Academy dinner from 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. And then on Friday, April 15th at 5 p.m., join us for the Lord's annual Passover as commanded in the scriptures at 5 p.m. sharp. On Saturday, April 16th, the Feast of Unleavened Bread. That's right, we're going to keep the Feast of Unleavened Bread from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Commanding General Yohanan has it all lined up for you, Israel. Come keep the Lord's Passover. Shalom.